Hello, my dear soul travelers on this earth. I'm back. I know it's been a while. My first three videos I recorded last September 2023, and then I stopped for quite a while because my whole life changed, and I wanted to share this with you. And I'm ready to continue this series. And yeah, welcome back. I'm right now in Peru, recording from the Sacred Valley here in the countryside. So if you hear some chickens or some dogs, just want to let you know they're around the area. I wanted to share with you what happened last September, at the moment when I stopped recording, or at the time when I started this channel. I felt really depressed. I wanted to move to Spain. I'm from Austria, from Vienna, but nothing happened. I didn't know which city felt right, and I quit my job, I quit my apartment, I sold a lot of stuff, I gave away a lot of stuff to my family, and my mom back then had an accident, so I moved in with her to help her out, and I just couldn't go on, with my life. I didn't know where to go, I didn't know what to do, and then I said, okay, hi, the camera just stopped. I don't know why. So I moved back with my mom, and I decided I need to do something. I need to get out of the comfort zone I was in right now. So I took my savings and I went on a trip for 3 months, traveling the world. I started with Madrid in Spain, just to see how I felt about Spain. I really liked it. It was really hot. It was August last year. And then I went to Mexico for 3 weeks. And then for 5 weeks I went to Colombia. And I recorded the last videos in Colombia, in Santa Marta. And I arrived in Colombia. I didn't feel safe, because you hear a lot of stories when you travel how unsafe Colombia is, but that only gave me an opportunity to tap into my fear of being threatened or being just feeling unsafe. But that's another video. But I wanted to tell you what happened and what really changed my life at that moment, because I started this 3-month journey to figure out my life, to figure out what I want to do, or why I can't start, recording videos or sharing my knowledge and my insights. I was hiding, and I just wanted, I wanted to get out of my old life, and I got really, really depressed at that time in the beginning of my trip to Colombia. And I had to go really, really far down into my depression to realize something that changed everything. Because at that moment, you reach a point where you give up. You totally give up, and I did. I gave up on my dreams. I gave up on every desires I had in life, every wish for a relationship, for love, for my laptop, for feeling comfortable in my body, for loving me unconditionally, for having success, living an independent financial life, not depending on an employment job. And at that moment, I accepted my life the way it was, which I didn't like, and I tried everything to get out of, to flee. And I was at the point where I just accepted it. I'm accepting that I'm not reaching my desires, and I'm accepting that my wishes are not getting fulfilled, and that's my life. That's who I am, and that's how far I can go for me at that moment, not a lot, not far. So, and in that moment, I realized something, that I saw the pressure that I put on myself. There was so much pressure and so much judgment against myself, the way I've lived, because it was in such an opposite way of the way I wanted it, the way I wanted life to be. And with realizing that pressure that I put on myself, I couldn't even see it before. I was in such a narrow view of my life that I couldn't see how much weight I was carrying with the pressure that I'm not good enough, that the way it is right now is not good, and I want it different. And I let go. I let go of everything. I fully surrendered to my life, and I fully accepted it. And that was the moment when I started recording back then, when I started this the series with you, Soul Travelers on Earth. And I was really happy, because it's all about the pressure you put on yourself and realizing how much pressure you put on yourself. And I remember, even with love, the love towards myself, when I let go of everything and I accepted myself, I decided, I put an intention into my space, into my room, that's how I call it. And I remember it was late at night. I was laying in the pool, floating on the surface, looking at the stars. And I said to myself, I'm ready to meet my own love. I'm ready to open up towards my own love, Like, I was fully ready to accept anything that comes my way that still stands in between me and my own love, which is who I am, to love myself. I said I'm fully opening up to love myself and to love generally, to the unconditional love that I rejected or blocked so long. And I was ready that whatever came my way for that, to receive that or to open up for that I'm ready. No matter how much it hurts, no matter what limiting beliefs or emotions are connected with, which is blocking me from receiving that, from opening up to that, I accept that challenge. And the next day, I met a wonderful guy, and he is amazing, and I will tell you in other videos how much I struggled with intimacy, yeah, like being intimate with a man, not feeling good in my body, not feeling attractive. And when we met, because he was staying at the same place, in the same co-living space as I was, it was so natural. Let me just wipe this away, because it's been almost a year. It's been about 10 months now, and I'm still traveling with him, and I've never experienced such a beautiful connection. And one thing, everything seems with him so natural. There's no doubt, there's nothing, there's no criticism towards myself in any way. And we started being friends first, and we traveled a lot, and we did a lot in Colombia, like to see a lot of things, and for both of us it seemed so natural. And so we decided we're gonna give this a try. And it's been 10 months now, and it's still very beautiful. And we love our life. We keep saying we can't believe how lucky we are that we met, that we travel, that everything feels so familiar. And I've been looking for that relationship for so long, and I'm finally here, and I finally got it, and it's beautiful. So, starting with a very emotional video 10 months later from this series, but I've learned a lot in the last 10 months, and even before the last 5 years of a life, very limiting life, of how I saw myself, of how I treated myself, with a lot of criticism towards me, towards my body, towards men, towards being a woman. And I want to share that with you, because I gained so much knowledge and insight about how to change my life. And I want to share with you that anything is possible. I want to give you, through those videos, courage and belief that I changed my life, and I wanna tell you it's possible, And I've come from a life where I had nothing. I felt my illusion was that I had nothing, and that I was unworthy, that I felt unloved, not important. And I went onto like a really deep journey to figuring out, because I knew that there's a way, because I know that everything is energy. Nothing is set in stone. You can change anything you want. You just gotta realize what this situation tells you right now, and sometimes it's a bit hard to know, and it takes you a while to figure it out, but there's always a way, there's always a solution. And I want to get to the end of this video, just telling you that if you're in the same place, or if you're working on yourself and you just feel stuck right now and you need some guidance, or you're looking for some answers for your own situation, I want to offer you a free consultation, just 45 minutes to talk and see if we can figure out some answers. I will send you a link in the description if you're interested in. Alright, so that was it for the first video. The fourth episode of this Soul Traveler series. And in the next one, I'm gonna tell you what finally changed that I started recording again, because that was a tough nut to crack, if you say so. That I felt comfortable and ready to continue that with you on YouTube. Alright, well, have a good day and see you in the next video.